So I thought maybe all of that last vlog was out of focus because I didn't push the button. Yes, the story of the button continues. Okay, here we go. This is tea from Miss Catty's Tea Bar in Australia somewhere. Surrey Hills. So it's Sydney, baby. So this is a Sydney tea house. One of our Mayleaf crew visited, and they kindly, the establishment kindly gifted some teas because I guess Sam told them that he worked for Mayleaf, I don't know. And they thought, oh, that would be nice. So what should I try? So I've got what looks like a Tie Guan Yin here. I don't feel like Tie Guan Yin. I've got a green tea, Gardenia green tea, don't feel like a green tea. I've got Snow Daisy Buds, is that another green tea? Kunlun Snow Green Tea. Is it green tea or white? I don't know. Then I've got another green tea, Malfang. This is not looking good, Miss Catty. Give me something dark. Wild honey black tea. Okay, possibly. White orchid oolong. This award-winning oolong tea is made from the precious cultivar called the Chilan. Oh, it's a Chilan. Do I want a Chilan? Well, okay, a Chilan. Yeah, I could do a Chilan. Yeah, my taste buds nodded with approval. I can do a Chilan. Okay, let's do this. So this is Gongfu style, so they put, it's beautiful. So from Pinghe City, Fujian, this oolong has been oxidized lightly to enhance the orchid floral aroma and clean and refreshing taste. So with Chilan, you can go lots of places with Chilan. You can go with deeper roasted Chilan yenchas like Summer Haze, or you can really accentuate that beautiful bright note of a Chilan, that very floral and slightly fruity, mangostini, floral, fruity note of a Chilan. That's what I always associate mangosteen with Chilan. You've got Western style brewing here, 7 grams per 400 ml, that sounds about right. And then you've got 7 grams per 150 ml, that sounds about right for Gongfu style. Okay, let's take a look at these bubbas and see what we got. Is it all rolled? Oh, interesting. Okay. We're gonna brew this. I'm so scared of breaking something. We're gonna brew this in just a simple white Gaiwan, because I'm respecting the tasting. I got no water. I was going to say I'm respecting the tasting requirements here. I've only got one sample of it. So now, I don't have much water, but it'll be enough to start. Right, so there's a reason why I don't do this often, and this could be a big mistake. Because people are kind and they send me gifts, and the last thing I want to do is say that another tea company or tea brand is not good, right? Oops. Because it just doesn't, on the one hand, it makes me look like a bit of an arse. And they say, oh, I don't really like that tea seller's tea. On the other hand, I don't, they've given me a gift. The last thing I want to do is announce online, oh, that shop, I don't really rate it. So, I don't do this. I don't know why I'm doing this. For some reason, I just have confidence. I have confidence in Miss Catty. Maybe it's because they're like, we're big Mayleaf fans, we love you. So I was like, okay, fine. Then let's do it. But let's also be very aware and understanding that, first of all, I'm not coming at it negatively. I hope I love it. And that's the other thing. Truthfully, if I'm hand on heart, if I really love a tea and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's unbelievable, like nothing like we've got at Mayleaf, it makes me feel a bit crap. So, oh, that's so good, right? And also, do I really want to announce to the world, go over there, they've got tea that we don't have, it's really good? I mean, I know the magnanimous side of you would say, yes, of course you should do that. The tea giving side of you. But there's also part of me that goes, oh man, you know? So there's that side too. But I've lost my train of thought. I'm going to do it all. I'm not going to do you like that, Miss Catty. You're going to have a full brew. And so, you know, I never do this. I hope I love it. I hope I'm going to love it so that I can praise it, but not love it so much that I feel like, oh no, right? That's what I'm hoping. But see, then that's the problem. You might position yourself in that position. Let's also recognize that Miss Catty, I don't know anything about this brand. I don't know anything about their situation, the buyers, their market, the consumer base. There's loads of factors that will define what teas a tea seller has. I mean, there must be, hands up the tea sellers out there that wish that they could sell teas that they loved so much, right? But they know that their audience base in whatever setup they've got isn't like ready for that tea, right? Or the price point's not going to be manageable, or the logistics makes it very, very difficult for them to get that tea, right? Like, there's so many factors that go in. It's not just like because they think that that's the best tea out there. Not necessarily. Look, I'm doing a lot of build up, but I just want to like put all of the disclaimers out before I talk. And I'm not really doing you fairly, Miss Catty, because I've got some incense here, so we can always use that as an excuse. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna be, there's no point in doing this if I'm not straight ahead honest, okay? Okay. Positives. Got a good bake on it, got a good roast on it. Well handled. Oxidation level on this is nice. It's in that traditional Tieguanyin territory. You know, the Shifu's pudding, the old school. This is a nod to the old school. It's got a coconut and creamy and apricot note. Really nice. Criticisms. Smells a bit old. Smells a bit old. Now, I don't know what year it is. Maybe it's on the package. Is it on the package? Nope. I can't see it on the package. Now maybe it is on like the website or something like that, but I can't see it on the package here. And it's not that it's got just an old smell. It's like it's sort of got that a little bit tired old smell, because there's old smells that smell good, and but now it's rinsed. That's dissipating. This is very nice. I'm getting a beautiful like brown butter, sage, apricot jam, toasty notes moving into the orchids. It's got a very nice aroma. Very nice aroma. Oh, man, I love. Sorry, that's just a dribble. I need to get some other water. 1 second. Okay. So I did use tap water, but Miss Catty, although clearly that's not the name, but my water is granderized, double filtered. It's great water. And also, I should know who actually sent this to me, and I did get a message. So let's read the message. Or maybe I shouldn't, because it might be private to me, but Let me try and find it. And my name is Roger. Roger. Avid fan of the channel, also working at a tea bar in Sydney called Miss Catty. I hope you guys can accept and enjoy a selection of some of my favorite teas from the shop. Let's see. The White Orchid Oolong is a favorite of mine. Picked it, Rog. Sorry, Roger. Already shortening your name. And my boss's favorite of the, okay, so this is their top, right? Having both floral and nutty qualities, absolutely 100%. I found interesting. Okay, so agree. Floral and nutty. Very, very nice. But I will be honest. And I know, Roger, that you would want nothing less of me. Correct? Correct. I can hear him nodding. You don't hear anybody nod. Nobody has ever heard a nod before. Have you ever heard a nod? What's your name backwards? Nod. Actually, my full name is Ilnod. The Ilnod. I wanted to create a cocktail called the Ilnod. It's the ugliest name ever, but I kind of really enjoyed it. It's like, yeah, can I have an Ilnod? It makes me laugh every time I say it, so just on that basis alone. It smells very good. Okay, so what's going on in my head is this, it smells great. It smells like a traditional Kierwanian with a good cultivar. Oftentimes, I smell that tea and it doesn't deliver in the taste. What it lacks in the taste is enough. And this is, I think, where I diverge from a lot of tea drinkers out there, is that some people really love that. They love that delicacy. Go on then, Mish. You can come up here if you want. But yeah, we'll see. I'm talking about not delicacy and taste, I'm more talking about delicacy and finish. You know, that sort of, some people like that clean finish. I like it to leave me with something. And oftentimes that doesn't happen. Well, if you're not going to sit, I'm not going to sit on the side of the chair, man. Am I? Why are you looking like that? Why are you looking like that? Mishkin, let's go to Mishkin level. What are you looking at, man? Look here. Look here. Say hello to everybody. Hey. What? What's up? What's up? Talk to them. Mishkin, this is your chance. Be famous. All you want is a bit of a companionship. Isn't it? It's all we want. A bit of companionship. So we're not just sitting talking to a camera by us. This to me is companionship. Okay. Oh, he's here. Alright, here we go. Miss Catty. The big build up. The water had to boil. Now I am going to brew quite long. And we shall see what's in store with this traditional style Chilan. White Orchid. White Orchid. Good colour. Enough gold in there. You sniff my armpit. Yeah, I'm alright. Here we go. Cheers, Roger. Thank you so much for gifting this tea. Now I'm going to have a few sips before I unleash my verdict. Cats are funny creatures, aren't they? The way they want nothing to do with you, and then suddenly they just like, nah, it's time. You're gonna now be my companion. All right, good. He's just sitting there, he's just chilling. I was gonna show you chilling and you got up. What? Come on. All right, here we go. Roger. Should we start with the positives? From first infusion, has good sweetness. Has good, has just got a good character, right? This is a very friendly tea. Sweet, breezy, airy. Herbaceous sweetness, you know? Flowery sweetness, nectary sweetness, but in the more herbaceous. Yeah, flowers, chrysanthemum, orchid. Other plant sweeteners. It does have some of that nuttiness coming through. Can't place the nut. It's not defined enough, the nuttiness, but there is nuttiness there. It's got this sort of bracing, fresh air quality, almost moving towards sort of green apple skin, like quench in the mouth. Not quenches in texture, like it's got like a freshness, a crispness to it. The nuts are sort of a blanched almonds. If they'd pushed the roast a bit more, maybe you'd have had a bit more development of some depth to that nuttiness. But it's more in the raw, milky almond quality note, or those kinds of things. What did I eat recently that was like, anyway, I'm not going to get distracted. Criticisms. What I thought would be the issue with this tea for me is exactly the issue with this tea. It's very clean. It does leave your mouth with a sweetness, no question. I want more. I want more in that finish. I want to have some tang or some mineral to like foggy fruitiness, or even some like roast or something else other than, you know, the white orchid finish. The finish itself is fine. I would say it just doesn't transform much. It sort of moves into sort of a quench. Doesn't release that quickly to juiciness. And the finish is too clean and too crisp for me. And that is just the most common criticism that I have, or my most common comment that is the reason why I wouldn't buy a tea on pretty much the past 5 years, right? If you'd asked me what is the most common thing that you say about a tea, it is that. So this is up there with, you know, in the specialty tea, squarely up in that high echelon specialty tea. And I can imagine that that really hits with a certain crowd, and it would hit probably with lots of tea heads out there. It doesn't hit with me because of that. And so that's why I wouldn't buy this tea for Mayleaf. But I still think it's a commendable tea that's well made with a good cultivar. And this is me being totally straight and honest. even though it's exactly what I wanted to experience, which was a good tea. So I can say to Miss Catty, it's a good tea, but not something that I feel like I've missed out on. Right? So